You're such an asshole.
AssholeConsulting.com. We got a Clarey test request on Milo, Yiannopoulus, and Ben Shapiro. So let's go right away to Milo, Yiannopoulus. Born Milo Hanrahan, 1984. British political. Oh, he's British? I didn't know that. Oh, sorry, blah, blah, blah. Senior Bart Noon. Ba, 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 booty, boop, booty, 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 boo. Early in personal life. Born Milo Hanrahan, he is most famous for simply being a one gay guy who was not a leftist, and the entire conservative establishment bent over backwards to reward him with adulation and praise. Oh no, that's just what happened. He's Greek, half Irish, Jewish, ba-da-ba, mother, father divorced, parents remained together for 6 years after divorcing, father terrifying. My dad just a doormat. Why do we have such a nice house? And I saw Sopranos, raised by a mother and her second husband. So he did not have a good stepfather. Okay, he doesn't sound like he came from money. Educated at a grammar school for boys, where he was expelled. University of Manchester, dropped out before he graduated. He learned English, dropping out. All right, so he didn't come from wealth. I'm just going to assume. Just trying to get down to it's all fame and a celebrity. Married his long time. Just say black boyfriend. You don't say African American. Just say black. Okay, he didn't come from money. He came from actually quite a tormented background. He majored in something, I'm going to assume it's worthless crap, but he didn't continue on with it, so that's good, so he doesn't get a point there. What has he done since? He's born 84. So he is 9 years younger than me. So he is in his younger 30s. Career. Job at the Catholic Herald. He was very interested in becoming a theater critic. Okay. So he had known. I'm kind of curious what he majored in. Subject of Women in Computing, 2009 Daily Telegraph. Debated same-sex marriage. Europe. Telegraph. Alright, so he's worked in media ever since. Is that a real job? That's where I have an issue. If you came from money, your mom and dad were rich, and you're like every Jezebel or salon writer where you're living off your husband or your mom or your dad, and you live in New York, you absolutely get a point because you're not working real work. He doesn't come from money. So the real issue is writing for British tabloids. Is that real work? And he started in 2007. 94, so he's 23. He's worked a real gig, kind of in the same. I gotta give it to him here, in the same strain as Matt Forney. As much as you guys may not like him and disagree with him, Matt has supported himself working in media, and that's a hard gig to do, especially when you don't come from rich parents like all the writers at Jezebel or Salon. And he's been ever since in media. He does the speaking. What's he doing now? He's working. I'm gonna give him more credit than I would an average person who came from mommy and daddy, and their career really isn't a career; it's a hobby. I'm gonna give him a kind of a Matt Forney legitimate score where he doesn't get a point. Remember, you don't want to score points. So he did not come from wealth. He didn't major in stupid shit. Does he have real-world working experience? Yes. What is he doing now? He's whoring himself about. I got a kid, but I don't have the kid at the same time. He's kind of an attention whore, which is fine. That's fine. He's making his money. I can't give him a perfect score, though. I got to give him a quarter point just because he skirts by on the fact he's the one. He's an affirmative action hire. He is. It's not that I disagree with him. It's not that he's not completely right. It's not that he's not brave. I'm like, you're so brave. No, Milo Yiannopoulus is actually quite brave. You girls like, I had a son and I collect a government check. You're so brave. I was like, no, you're not. I'm going to give him a quarter point because he gets a leg up with everyone just trying to bow down and prove they're not genderist or whatever the Republicans or conservatives do. Should he run for public office? Absolutely he should. This is a young man, and whatever differences I might have and weird as he might be, he's earned it. He's honest. You know, you guys may not like Donald Trump, and I understand. I'm not a big fan of Donald Trump either, but you know exactly where Donald Trump stands. There's no ambiguity. And the same thing here with Milo. He is honest. So I think he would make a great statesman. Would I have a beer with him? Yeah, I would. Absolutely, I would. I totally would. I have a feeling I want to get a word in. Otherwise, it'd just be him talking about himself. But yeah, I would definitely have a beer with Milo. It's just the... It's not like he was an engineer or a coal miner, you know? It's not like, it's like, okay, you're a pretty poster child for the Conservative Party that wants to prove they don't hate gays. And that's how he got in, so that's why I give him a quarter point. But yeah, I mean, he's earned it. He's done it. He's certainly suffered and endured. There's no doubt about it. So yeah, very impressed with Milo. All right, let's do Ben Shapiro. Benjamin Shapiro. Come on, let's go. Ben Shapiro. That picture's got him looking pretty good. If I had to bang, I would bang. Okay, not that picture. No, if I had to have a bro crush, it would not be him. He looked pretty good in one picture. I was like, yeah, I'd bang if I had to, you know, put a gun to my head. Ben Aaron Shapiro, American Conservative Party. He is 84, born the same year that Milo was. Columnist, early life, born in Los Angeles, California. His family is Jewish, immigrated from Russia, skipping 2 grades, 3rd and 9th. Shapiro went to Walter Reed Middle School, to Yavishka University High School, where he graduated in 2000, age of 16. Cum laude, it sounds like he came from money, and has a bachelor's art degree in political science. 2 strikes right, and then went to Harvard Law School. 2 strikes right against him right there. He came from money, and you know, again, you don't control whether you come from money. I understand that. I like to see the fact that he worked hard and he graduated early. Graduated at 20 with a degree and a worthless degree. I think that was maybe more of his upbringing from his parents, where they're like, well, you should go to political science because we're Jews, and you should go into law because that's what we always did. He then practiced at Goodwin Procter. He runs an independent legal consultancy firm, Benjamin Shapiro Legal Consulting, in Los Angeles. 17, U.S. nationally syndicated columnist in the United States. He's got real-world working experience. What's he doing now? He's doing real work. Very smart guy. We all know who he is. He's nowhere near retirement. He's on the Fox News. So he's popular enough, like Milo. We know it's just that his background kills him. He came from wealth. He majored in this stupid subject, and he could get away with that because he had connections. Let's just be honest. That doesn't. It shouldn't, and it doesn't, nor should it, lessen what he's achieved, what he stands for. But again, I am not that impressed. When you come from wealth, and you know, it's like, what's his name? Facebook guy. His parents were wealthy, and they took care of him. And they're like, oh, here's all the advantages in the world. It's like, okay, well, I'm not that impressed. What did you do afterward? Okay, now I'm impressed. Same thing with Ben Shapiro and the Prophet guy. Oh, who is he? Let's look him up. What was he? He came with a silver spoon stuck in his mouth, but he also, like Ben Shapiro, made some great things. The Prophet. Who is that guy? Marcus Lemonis. Marcus Lemonis, Lebanese in ethnicity, but adopted by a very wealthy family down in Miami. Majored in worthless shit, but then he turned it around. Ben Shapiro's the same way. So even though Ben and Marcus get a 2, which is not a great score, not a bad score either, should he run for public office? Yes, because he has obviously demonstrated that he is not just going to live off of his parents' laurels, like Nancy Pelosi and the Clintons and all that other stuff. Would I like to have a beer with him? Abso-fucking-lutely. I would love to have a beer with Ben Shapiro. So even though it's not a great Clarey test score, again, the Clarey test is not a perfect measuring device, but he absolutely should run for public office. And I absolutely would love to have a beer with him. And it'd be one of those things where I'm like, well, he's younger than me, but I'd love, he's done more than I have. Done more than me. I'd like to hear what he's got to say. All right, that's it. You guys got questions or Clarey test requests, you can always send those to asoconsulting.com. Be prepared to pay. It is a for-profit business. We are not little pussies like the left is. You give us money on Patreon. And like, no, here's my time. Now you give me the fucking money. And that's it. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.